What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Health workers in Taiwan's southern city of Tainan put in extra hours over the holiday long weekend trying to get the city's dengue outbreak under control. The city is at the center of the country's epidemic, with over 11,000 cases recorded there. This includes 2,000 in the past week alone. Workers have been using chemical sprays against mosquitoes, the insect that spreads the disease. Tainan Mayor Huang Weizhe has been pitching in with those efforts.
平常上班日可能我公务在忙，放假日我能够支援，我一定尽量来全力来支援他们。至少多一个人力，那就减一分疫情。
Taiwan's labor ministry is offering subsidies to encourage women to return to the workplace. Women can get the equivalent of up to $1,000 if they return to work after a break of more than 6 months. Many women in Taiwan quit their jobs to have children, and many say a lack of flexibility makes it difficult to go back to work. The government will also offer incentives for businesses to provide flexible work hours for women returning to work.
另外呢，雇主如果释出调整工作时间这个缺给再就业的妇女，也可以请领每月3000元的奖励金，我们最多拨付12个月。
The central city of Taichung is taking action to report and remove illegal advertisements with the help of AI. Our reporter Sandy Chi has the details.
Posting flyers on a utility pole, an easy and fast way to advertise, but one that's illegal in Taiwan. The city of Taichung in central Taiwan has more than 500 cleaners whose job is to take down illegal posted ads. They're also in charge of catching and reporting on people who put them up.
你要抓，你必须要在这边再待命，就是在那边就是等他来张贴。
But not even the 500 cleaners the city's hired have made a dent in the problem. They've removed over 5 million ads since last year, but new ones keep piling up. That's where AI is coming in. The city's using smart surveillance to catch people posting the ads, noting the time, location, and if they've driven, even getting their license plate number.
我们透过这个物件追踪的技术，我们会去训练说什么叫做广告牌。这个影片即时的那个片段一侦到以后，我们就抓了4秒钟，即时存档，即时用 email 呢。
The same technology is already used to track down thieves and intruders.
那现在我们把它用来做小广告的稽查，用这一个系统来测试那目前的辨识率超过90%，超过90%。那我们希望让大家知道，我们随时会在不同的地点装设这个东西。
With its new AI surveillance technology, the city is putting people who post ads in public on notice that the days when they could get away with it are coming to an end. Yunlin and Chi for TaiwanPlus.
What's in a name? Well, quite a lot, particularly if you're part of a deaf community. That's the message behind a new exhibition in central Taiwan's Yunlin County. The exhibition, titled Call Me By My Name, brings together the sign language names of 88 hearing-impaired people. Names in sign language are different from spoken names. They often reflect the person's personality or appearance. The exhibition's organizers hope to show how sign names are an important part of individual identity.
我们也许结了婚，换了丈夫的名字，那或者是这个到了国外，取了英文的名字。 这个都会影响我们这一辈子，日后我们跟人际怎么互动？因为你的名字代表你的人呢。
Also in Yunlin County, volunteers have built a new home for a polio survivor and his family. John Trieste has the story.
It's the grand unveiling of Mr. Zhang's new house. His old home, where he lived with his family, was barely more than a 3-square-meter shed. The family made do here in the central township of Sihu until Zhang's wife died 7 years ago. Zhang survived polio as a child, a bout of disease that means he has trouble moving, much less doing upkeep. His meager income as a knife sharpener meant hiring builders was also out of the question. So over time, the home fell into disrepair. That's the state the family was in when volunteers from the Formosa charity group found them and decided to help.
孩子也没有自己的房间就跟爸爸一起住，所以我们就决定帮他盖一个3房1厅1卫。
It took much of August to prepare the site and 3 weeks of construction work in September, but now the home is ready to live in. The workers say accessibility was a big consideration in the design.
我们观察他的日常生活起居的一些习惯， 然后我们就按照他的生活习惯跟他能够做的一个范围然后我们来设计他的那个房子。
All this work they've put in has left Mr. Zhang nearly speechless. The volunteers hope their efforts will be a turning point for Mr. Zhang and his 2 children, and they'll keep trying to support other people who are living with difficulties. John Su and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Beaches in Taiwan have almost disappeared due to typhoons and climate change. The government is working to replenish these beaches to keep them from receding. Bing Wong reports.
During a beach cleanup, environmentalists noticed that this beach in Tainan, in southern Taiwan, has shrunk significantly. Experts say the loss is due to climate change and typhoons. Local authorities have tried several times to keep the beach replenished with sand and rocks. These efforts were largely successful until a series of typhoons in recent months have again made the coastline recede. Scholars have several suggestions to keep the beaches.
有些学者有建议浅堤的方式，以往都是纯粹把土沙放上去，然后它沿岸流的部分我们要配合有一些比如说离岸堤或者土底的风化铺衣的方式来做一个最佳的布置。
Another issue is that people may be displaced from their homes if they live close enough to the beaches.
必须要有所谓的缓冲区，有很多地方其实是不太适合人类居住。你可以在那边有一些渔温、有农田、有一些设施、有油气的空间，但是你不能把人民的住家安置在那样的一个环境里面。
Authorities state that since beach maintenance was done last year, the current situation is still under control. It's expected that a specific maintenance plan will be formed as early as the middle of 2024 and implemented by the end of next year. Chris Ma and Bing Wong for TaiwanPlus.
If a country loses its land, can it still be called a country? That's the question facing one island nation at the forefront of climate change. Louise Watt sends us this report from Tuvalu's capital, Funafuti.
One of the smallest countries in the world, Tuvalu is putting its culture on show to celebrate its 45th Independence Day. But this anniversary is also looking to the future. It marks the start of a new constitution designed to protect that culture and the nation as a whole by addressing the reality that Tuvalu is sinking. Most of its land is no more than 2 meters above sea level, meaning Tuvalu could be the first country in the world to disappear due to rising sea levels. If that happens and Tuvalu's 11,000 people have to migrate elsewhere, the government hopes that even without a physical territory, a new definition of statehood will mean the country can still exist.
We're saying that the statehood encompasses our history, our culture, and that will continue to exist in perpetuity, regardless of the impacts of climate change.
Tuvalu is asking its allies to accept this legal definition, and 10 already have, including Taiwan. The government says its new constitution is about future-proofing Tuvalu, having it recognized in international law as a state even with no land, so it can protect its assets, like its fishing rights. That would mean Tuvalu could still get income from giving foreign vessels rights to fish in what has been defined and internationally recognized as its waters. The new definition of statehood has support from people within Tuvalu.
I think that is a good idea to have that as a recognition of what we Tuvaluans were, because that holds a lot of identity for the Tuvaluans, the cultural heritage for Tuvaluans, and a home for the Tuvaluans.
So if their land is lost in the years to come, Tuvaluans hope their tangible culture, like these dances, will live on. Klein Wong and Louise Watt for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.